A few years ago, we changed the siding from the very wide orange 1970s siding to some newer style siding, and had a guy come put a really nice coat of paint on it. They also changed the roofing. The year before, the end of the garage here burned because of a cat box fire with the kids, and the end of the garage burned. So they worked on the garage and changed the siding since we knew that we were going to change the whole house. He did all that for us. They put a new furnace in. Strawberries are starting to grow. This year, this might be the only strawberries we have. All of the fruit trees bloomed in 2019. Some were just beginning to bloom, if I remember right. Wow, this year has been an early year. So instead of lemon trees here and palm trees, we now have 2 peach trees, an apricot tree, well established. These were planted 3 years ago, and 2 almond trees, and they're really going at it. Wow. They even bloomed this year. 3 years old and they're blooming. So I doubt we'll see any almonds, because since these bloomed, wow, these were the very, very first in the season to bloom. They even beat the apricot tree. They bloomed, and then since then we've had a ton of freezes, including 3 days of 25 degree, 28 degree weather the last 3 nights. Then last night and tonight we'll see 70 degree temperatures. Today was over 80 degrees, and tomorrow we'll have a little rain, so things will cool off. But the cherry trees are done blooming, but man, they've been frozen so many times, I doubt we'll have any fruit. The pear trees always make fruit no matter what. There's still a few blossoms, but not much left there. And, it could be a year where it doesn't fruit very well. But even as many frosts as we've gotten over the years, these 2 trees, these 2 semi-dwarf trees have always fruited a full crop. This is another peach tree. It's 3 years old, maybe 2 years old, I can't remember. Oh, we took out the second one, we put in another one in there 2 years ago, so that's not very old. And we have 2 apple trees. They're just finishing their blooms, and the cherry tree out back, which in 2019 we saw from the angle. This tree we saw from the angle out back in the middle of the garden. Okay, let's go back here. In 2019 we had a 24-foot greenhouse sitting here at the back of the shop. We've replaced that with carpet just to hold the weeds down, and set solar panels on the side wall. There's also 24 solar panels like this on the roof of the shop, which you can't see from this angle. There's no batteries, they're just solar panels. This is a 30-foot by 50-foot shop. And our yard's looking very nice. Wow, green all of a sudden. It turned green so fast this year. A bit of a storm front is blowing through, and you'll see elm seeds falling like snow from the neighbors' trees. They're very, very dirty trees. Ugh. Look at all the elm seeds. It's as bad as snow, and of course all those grow. If you get them wet and don't deal with it, they grow. It's not like snow. The black-cap raspberries, these are Jewel. They've leafed out, and they'll be ready to bloom here soon. That's a blossom. I think that's a blossom coming. Yeah. There are no more Canby thornless, which we had in 2019 right here. All we have left is half of a row of Titan, and then a full row of triple crown raspberries, and these are very fruitful, and these are well established since then. No strawberries. We're fighting thistle right here for a couple of years. I'm not trying to grow anything in this area because that thistle just doesn't want to go away. It looks very sick right now. We sprayed it last fall. For years we tried to keep our garden organic, but that thistle doesn't listen. You know, it doesn't go away when you say. So it spreads across the garden, and pretty soon it's out to about here. And we're going to take care of that this year as much as we can. These are irises. They're not sending up their stems yet. They're blooming stems. The Polana raspberries were fun. We've let them go, and we just have too many raspberries. This is a Prime Arc Freedom. They've been dug out by people. We told them to come get free plants twice over the years, and they just keep coming back. Even though people dug and dug and dug and took all of them, they come back. Then these started to leaf out. These are our Concord grapes, and those are the Suffolk red grapes out there by the street. Both of these started to leaf out 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago. Then we had major frost 2 or 3 nights, 25, 28 degrees, and it's knocked them all back. And so then we can hope that this will bud out again. Yeah, it looks like we might be okay. I've seen it happen a number of times, and they just send up another leaf. These are the these are raspberries, and they're called Himbo Top. Himbo. Himbo Top raspberries. You can see this row of Suffolk red grapes is established. It's got to be the 6th or 7th year, maybe 8th year. And the same for the flame seedless. We have 2 flame seedless left, one on the end and one right here. Then we decided we had too many of those kind of grapes and we wanted some more grape juice. So we planted these Concords, and they're younger. They're probably on their 3rd or 4th year. And they produce, maybe 2-quart jars of juice. That's what they produced last year. This section across the road right here, across my garden road, is a corn patch, pumpkin patch, whatever. We plant stuff in there. And from the side street, wow, you can see the elm seeds blow. It's terrible how dirty those trees are. Looks like a snowstorm down the street. Another breeze blowing through in the storm front that's coming in for rain tomorrow. Okay, on the side street here, this is the front of our garden, and it goes back to that back shop back there. That shop was there when we moved in, but that's 400 feet behind the house, and there wasn't any power there. We decided if we were going to divide the property into 2 half-acre lots that we would leave that shop and then build this one. So in 2008, we moved in 2003. In 2008, we built that shop, and that's our piano hobby. The birch trees out front are absolutely gorgeous nowadays. They weep clear to the ground. They're just really pretty. Quick peek at our piano collection. It's very busy in here. I have a pump organ that we just brought in. This is a piano case pump organ. This is a standard style pump organ. This sold last week to a family that I don't need it anymore, even though I've had it for 10 years, 12 years. It's nice to have a nice piano in the shop, but somebody wanted it more than I did. Then most of all these are ours. This is a transposing piano. This old piano where the keys move back and forth and makes it so you can sing up higher or down lower. We have workbenches, work tables. This is the parts out of a player piano that I'm putting back together. That piano right there will soon play. And we have lots of player piano rolls up on top in those boxes. Different types of rolls. We have fun in our piano shop. All right. We have so many pianos that I was having to shuffle pianos that weren't up on dollies, so I ordered some more dollies because, as you can see, This one here is on a cinder block. It's the same height as one of those dollies, but it's not movable, which doesn't work very good sometimes if I'm needing to rearrange pianos. So that piano will soon be up on one of these new dollies.